Nice job executing all. Assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Leaves it with the running back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Off play action. He's going for the big play. He's got it inside the 25. He's loose. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Hokies.
Man, you want to make good plays in the passing game, and to do that, you've got to be able to read the defense, see what they're doing to make sure you don't put the ball in harm's way. You could see he drops back, got really good comfort level with what he's seeing. He knows he's going to fit that post over the linebackers in between the safety. Ball is on the money, and they're rewarded with a touchdown.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. To throw, it's Castellanos. Oh, they're after him. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Now he's going to break the pocket. Got it in the middle, it's Light. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. They'll go to the ground. They'll give him a couple. That leaves him with 3rd and 8.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulders.
Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver. And we talk to teams week after week, and quarterbacks and coaches, and what do they always say, man? Quarterback's best friend is a tight end. Well, that play right there, he wasn't his best friend. You don't see a lot of drops from him, but, man, he had an opportunity to catch that.
And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
How about that? That's already the third target this guy's had on the opening drive of the game. He is a big factor for their success throwing the football. He's got to win the matchups. Even though that one goes incomplete, they got to keep throwing him the ball.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters, and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs later in football.
He's got it on the right. Turning it on. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Virginia Tech.
Well, in the modern era of college football, you're seeing more and more athletic tight ends, like what you just saw right there. The defense had no chance covering that guy down the field. He makes them look silly on his way in for the long touchdown.
And with the extra point, they move on top by 15. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Drive starts from their own 25-yard line. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
Caught near the sticks. It's Blight. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
I'll tell you, QBs and receivers, they practice these out routes all week long. You've got to anticipate. You've got to be comfortable throwing it before he gets out of his break, and they executed it perfectly.
Line run to the right. He was loose and setting sail, and they stop him at the 6-yard line.
And that's the dangerous part about this offense, man. They'll get the ball out to a receiver. They can do that. They can make plays after the catch. Hard to bring down, hard to tackle. That's why this offense can be so explosive.
The Noles have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Caught in the backfield, it's Lucas. Bulldozes his way through. Touchdown, Noles! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
And this QB's starting to do some work, man. The big explosive play in the passing game. You get inside the 10, you're thinking run. Everybody thinking run. You back it up with another pass, another great throw, and quickly this offense gets right to the end zone.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. Fielded in the end zone. It's Selden. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. open this possession from their own 20. And off from the shotgun. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
You know the saying, no risk it, no biscuit. If you want big plays on offense, you've got to be able to take shots. They didn't hit that one, but moving ahead in the second half, expect this offense to keep dialing them up.
They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
It's great to have a physical offensive line that you can count on, that you can just lean on them up front and fall forward and get first downs. Man, what a comfortable, what a nice spot to be in if you're an offensive coordinator.
Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat lines. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. So first down here as they go back to work. The short hands, it's Green. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
Off the play fake. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. It'll be incomplete. Tried to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open. It'll be third and long. Looking for a man. It's Drones. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. He'll pull it down and run. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical.
The Hokies pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. From the red zone, looking for a space. Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Grabbed behind the line, it's Holmes. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into
breaks into the open. Look at that toughness, just running through everybody. The 30, the 20. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Florida State.
Man, how hard is is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Selden. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Power football with the run. He has the first and still on his feet. That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27.
That's a really good-looking run there. And you think about great Hokie running backs in recent years. David Wilson, Lee Suggs, Kevin Jones, they all have the ability to shake defenders and break ankles. This guy right now giving you some of those vibes with that last run. That was nice.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. Used the play fake, now to throw. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Makes the catch, it's Hairston. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. They've got their quarterback.
He unleashes a long one. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy
under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
And that's what this defense needs to get going. You've given up a bunch of touchdowns. You haven't been great early, but now you finally get some pressure, get the quarterback to the ground. Now maybe start turning this defense around.
Snagged in the middle. It's Green. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Heath.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
Caught in the backfield, it's Overton. They'll get him out of bounds and mark it at the 21.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Wants to throw, it's Drones. Throwing right. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
You know, it's a good decision by the QB because his intended target wasn't open, so throw it out of bounds, and you can live to play another day here on this drive.
On 3rd and short, the power run here. He didn't get it. Not only that, he lost yardage.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Don't even think about sending the special teams out on 4th down and 3. Flushed out of the pocket. The throw. And this will fall incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Love the coverage on defense there. 4th down. They're ready for the pass. And you saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play. And now their offense is coming on the field.
That's caught. It's Holmes.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
And the Noles with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Quarterback making adjustments. They're looking to throw on 2nd and short. The sweet feet buy a little time. He'll pull it down. They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play.
Well, he hasn't called his own number very often in this game. That actually is the first time he's taken off and scrambled, but it was a really good decision. He's been killing this defense through the air. You've seen the arm talent, you've seen the accuracy. That time, really nice decision to tuck it and get what he can get. He's got this defense on their heels.
Great coverage, great break on the ball. Had a chance to really make a big play and maybe even take that thing back to the house. But you got to secure the catch. We like to hit people more than we like to catch balls.
He's going to take off. Didn't find much running room there. Picks up a few before he's forced out of bounds.
Nice job by the defense. You got to dial into your keys. You got to make sure you're reading those guys up front. They did a good job. They saw it. They pulled the trigger. They knew the quarterback had it. They weren't fooled. Strung it out. Did a nice job of limiting the damage with that QB run.
Here's the pressure. Forced to just throw it away on third down, and now they face fourth.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They had given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. Third down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
He's loose. Open field. Time has run out of the half, and he can sprint to the locker room where the orange slices will be a little bit sweeter. A punt return for a touchdown to end the half. That return man saw daylight the instant the ball touched his hands, and he darted to it and took it to the house.
And Reese, I think it's one of the hardest things to do in football, to catch the ball as all these guys are flying around you, and you got to take it, make a miss, try to find spaces and creases that aren't there. Great job making a huge play. Special teams and punt returns coming up big.
And the Hokies will kick it away to start the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down.
There he goes. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Well, you wonder if one of the adjustments they made at halftime, trailing in this game, was to try and get the ground game established, David, and they're off to a good start here.
Dang right. Stay patient. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to press. Just try to get scoring drives together. Don't abandon the run.
Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down. Much of this Seminole foundation was built around great quarterback play, some legends at that position.
Some awesome guys that spread it around to elite playmakers.
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
Looking to throw, it's Castellanos. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, that's not the way to start a drive. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. To the air on first down. He hurls one deep down the left side. It's him in stride inside the 10. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. How about this dude? He's throwing it like Don Strock or Jim Druckenmiller. He's running it like Tyrod Taylor, or doing it all like Michael Vick.
Just showing the whole game, showing the repertoire, and how hard is it to stop a guy like this? I mean, when he can do all these things and stretch it with his feet, stretch it with his arm, that's why he's hard to stop, and that's why he's having himself a day.
Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. If the Seminoles have it back, they'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Well, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Throws to the tight end. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
And that's a big shot, and that's a big incompletion, but this offense has to continue to do more of that. When you're trailing and you've got to make plays, they got to find creative ways to push this ball down the field and get this offense in a play.
They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. Fourth down and 4 yards to go. The offense will try to get it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Complete out of the backfield. Oh, he's got some space. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the fourth down conversion, moving the chains easily. The Seminoles will line it up on 1st and 10. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Scanning the field, it's Castellanos. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
We know about this running back's versatility, and he's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
Fires to the wideout. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
I think when you go through these progressions as a quarterback, you want to find the right guy to throw to, obviously. I didn't think he was the right guy. I didn't think he was really that open. And listen, he sailed and he overthrew, but I might have surveyed the middle of the field a little bit better.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Here comes the heat. They get to him as he throws. Intercepted. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
Coming out of the tunnel in the 3rd quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the 3rd quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. Leaves it with the back. Able to pick his way forward for a decent gain before the defense gets him down.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Smashes ahead. Touchdown, Hokies! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
And a really nice job understanding I got to get to that gap where there's a little bit of open space in the middle of the field when I run that post route. QB lays it out for him, and he catches it, gets 2 feet in bounds, in the end zone, touchdown.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
Florida State, 14.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Good timing on the quick out. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
Crosses the 45, out of bounds at the 47-yard line, and a solid play there. Now the play fake. Hit as he throws. And the pass is incomplete. It's the final play of the third quarter. Fourth quarter is coming. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth quarter comeback. After swapping into the field, that gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. Looking to throw again. Going to throw it over the top of the V. He's got it inside the 15. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Seminoles. Nice play there by the offense, but still a ton of ground to make up.
Yeah, this one's pretty much over, but listen, put that exclamation point on it. Finish the way you want to finish. Make sure your offense keeps that momentum going. It can build throughout the season.
And they did tack on the extra point. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the final 53 yards coming courtesy of that touchdown pass.
21.
On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David. Turning it on! Got the first down and still on his feet. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. The Hokies come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
And the Hokies really need to keep this drive alive on third down. To the ground with the back. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now, but we'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. The Hokies have it with a 1st and 10. Back to pass, it's Drones. Takes the easy completion. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first, it's at the 37.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
Gives it on the option. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them. And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. But, you know, talking to the coaches coming into the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day. That's a really good stop by the defense. Jesse, they need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it. They should be able to kneel this one out. The give on the option. Gets it past the marker. And that's how you finish it off. Scoring on the final play of the game doesn't affect the outcome. Just a little cherry on top of the Sunday.
And some people might say they should have taken a knee, run the clock out. This offense believes, I'm going to run the football. It's your job to stop it. And they add a rushing touchdown and another 6 to the scoreboard.
Well, some might think this head coach has a tough locker room speech after this one. I would suggest that he starts with, that's just bad.
Bad. Or, as Reese Davis would say, ungood. Just very ungood performance. Flush this one down the toilet. Move on. It's not your best day. You lost in ugly fashion, to be honest, but better days ahead.
And I think a lot of this has to come on the shoulders of the players. They need to be able to realize